All righty, everyone. Good morning. Let's throw those disclaimers up. Welcome back to the stream. It is Friday, February 13th, and if you're looking at the charts, you know the vibes are chaotic. Yesterday, the Nasdaq got absolutely smacked, down 2% as the AI trade started splitting at the seams. We're live. We're funded with Blue Sky, and today we're hunting that big bag. Let's get into the numbers. The big story this morning is CPI. The inflation data just dropped at 8:30. The market was looking for a cool down to 2.5 year over year, but we're seeing some stickiness in shelter costs. The tech carnage yesterday wasn't just a dip, it was repricing. We saw the Mag 7 take a heavy hit with Apple sliding 5%. It's a tale of two markets. Applied Materials and Anet are ripping on AI hardware demands, but speculative tech and driven platforms like DraftKings are getting crushed. The crypto side, Bitcoin is struggling to hold 66,000 and Ethereum is under 1,950. Here is high, which usually means the opportunity is higher. Looking at the futures, we're seeing a massive horizontal range that has been holding for months. Here's what I'm watching on the 5-minute and the 15-minute chart today. We've got a ceiling of 26,000. This is a no-fly zone. If we can't reclaim this, the Blairs stay in control. The pivot is 25K. This is the midpoint of our range. Watch for choppiness and indecisive action here. And the floor is 24,000 to 24,100. If we break this, we might be looking at a deeper slide down to 23K. My outlook for today, it's Friday, it's CPI day, and we're cooling and we're coming off a red season. I'm expecting a stop hunt early in the New York session. I'll be looking for a fake out movement at the bell before picking a direction. We're trading light and staying disciplined. So no blowing accounts today. It's Friday, and you guys know what I say on Friday, Margarita Friday. We get in early, we make our money early, so we can start having we can start enjoying our Friday early. You know, I love to be done by noon. You know, when we finish up that New York, the London close, I want to be closing up shop. I want to be closing my charts and working on my journal for the week and reflecting on my trades and getting ready to tear out of here, just like you all should too. We've got the levels, we've got the news. Now let's execute. All right, let's see. Let's go over my morning levels today. I haven't done those in a minute. All right, let's see. Are my keys going to work? Nope, they're not going to work. Okay, perfect. So morning level for gold, we've got a breakout level of 5,142. We've got a take profit of 5,213, sell the reversal at 5,080, buy the reversal at 4,958, a breakdown spot of 4,897, and your first take profit will be at 4,825. For ES, your morning levels be a breakout level of 6,995. I take profit of 7,043. Sell the reversal at 6,954. Buy the reversal at 6,871. A breakdown spot of 6,829. And a take profit spot of 6,781.
Intervention measure that limits range has been released. No range locks remain active at this time.
And for our NASDAQ traders, we've got a breakout spot of 25,433. Your first take profit would be at 25,657. Sell the reversal at 25,241. Buy the reversal at 24,857. A breakdown spot of 24,665. And your first take profit on that breakdown would be at 24,441. Those are your morning levels today. Hope you guys find those handy. You can catch those inside the Discord as well as my social. That's right. You can catch that on our X account on on X. Yeah, I post those each and every single morning, so you guys can catch those there. All right, how did everybody do in the overnight session? $1 billion. Wow. Damn, Steve's already calling out $1 billion in Discord. Let's go. Okay, let's see. What do we got for today? Let's get on MNQ. Looks like we've got a London high of about 24,863. And your London low for the time being will be at 24,681. So let's go ahead and mark these. London high. Got our London. Oh, it'd help if I hit in the text box. London low. And we're going to change these colors because these are not part of my normal chart. Oh, no, I don't want that. Do the orange. I don't do orange too often. Let's take a look at ES and see what ES is doing. Looking a little stronger than NASDAQ is in the morning session. Right? That is higher than what NASDAQ. Yeah. I guess about the same. And it looks like our high on ES will be 6,865. And your low side of that is going to be 6,820. Take a gander at gold and silver and see what precious metals are doing for today's session. Right now, silver is up 3.7%. I'm sorry. And gold is green 1.18%. Take a look at gold for our gold traders. Above the EMA, sitting quite nicely. You got a nice push up here, probably with the CPI data. But it does look like it is pulling back some now. We got an intraday high on gold at 5,024 with a low of 4,952. Well, no, it's actually lower than that. It's 4,907. I'm sorry for that. I apologize for that. So we actually have a much lower low on gold. We got a pretty low target on it. We'll see how that plays out. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin is doing. See if we're getting scammed today on a Friday from Bitcoin. Above the EMAs on the 15, which is good. Got a nice bounce up to 65,000, 065 to be exact. So it did break some prior lows. So we do have yeah. Oh, that was yesterday during the day, and then we bounced off that. Yeah, crypto's in trouble. Somebody needs to help crypto. It's not going to be me. All right, team, what are y'all looking at for the morning session? We went over our numbers. Anybody looking at anything today? Looking at some swing positions into next week or anything like that? Oh, we got a short week next week. Don't forget the holiday on Monday. So bond market, a good chunk of the market will be closed. Futures market will be open. So we'll just have a short morning session. Not too bad though. And don't forget, fam, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So if you've been stuck at the charts all week, hey, it's Friday. We cut out early. Make sure you go grab your loved one a gift. Buy them a little something. They're putting up with you at the charts 5 days a week, so they need a little piece of love. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Or am I? Wow. Well, so we're seeing that Trump's tariffs cost American households $1,000 last year. They're estimating that this year's tariffs will increase that to 1,300 of additional cost per household. So it looks like we're going to actually, suffer a little bit more from the tariffs this coming year. So U.S. Futures now price in a 61 basis point Fed Reserve cut in 2026, following the latest CPI data, up from 58 basis points. Comex gold deliveries breakdown. Well, the gold rush is still there. It is still in effect. All right, let's get back over to the NAS. NAS has all my attention right now. We have yesterday's orb. Yeah, that's crazy. We didn't even make an attempt to try to reclaim the sell off from yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. This is not looking good for me for upside. Not to me, at least. Tiffany, good morning to you. Happy Friday. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I'm ready for the weekend. I am tired. I'm wore out. This week, literally just to say it in Spanish, this week me sacó los pelos. That's what I would say. This week kicked my butt. I mean, it's just, I don't know, just the ranges were tough, and yeah, this week wore me out. I'm beat. I'm ready for next week. I'm ready for a new week. Oh, I'm sorry. Shh. I'll tell you someday. Yeah, I woke up this morning. I was like, man, I'm tired. I went to sleep early last night too. I was in bed by like 10 p.m. yesterday. Like the day before yesterday, I stayed up like way too late, and then last night I was just like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed early. And yeah, now I woke up and I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired. I know, right? I mean, although I'm lucky, I'm blessed. I honestly can't complain. I love my job here at Blue Sky. I don't know how I got lucky. I got so lucky that they found me, and yeah, they took me on board because I do my favorite job ever. This is my favorite job ever. I've never done anything that I enjoyed as much as this. Although I think the stress and the mental energy that I put into it just cooks me some days. I mean, just sitting here at the charts and just the price and just, yeah, it wears me out some days. I'd just be like, dang. Mike said it the other day. He was like, man, I'm tired. I need to take a nap. And that's not like how I feel sometimes. I feel like that right now. Like I'm just, man, I'm cooked on numbers. One day, right? One day.
Order filled.
It's like the market is starting to settle in on itself here coming into the open.
Order filled.
South Korea's largest e-commerce retailer, Coupang, data breach investigation reveals critical authentication failures. Whole bunch of hacking going on right now. We're about 10 minutes away from open. I'm just scanning the news reports, trying to see what I see on the news feeds. The U.S. government has proposed banning federal agencies from using products made by certain Chinese semiconductors, including SMCI, CXMT. That should affect some of the chips prices. Oh, it's going to be 78 today. Yes. Yes, it's gonna be a nice little sunny day. Might be able to sit on the patio this afternoon. I know, right? Oh my goodness. How cold is it where you're at, Tiff? This weather is so crazy though, because it'll be like that today, and then tomorrow it's gonna be like tomorrow it's gonna rain. Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be cold and it's gonna rain. The ones that are lucky are Becky and Mike. I mean, they're over there in the Florida area. That nice weather all the time. You're in Georgia.
Or exit.
It's gonna get to freezing here. Come on down, bro. Come on down to Tejas, bro. We got you.
Exit.
Okay.
Order filled.
I think I just heard an order filled. Was that Steve's order filled? What's up, Gabber? How you doing? Good morning. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Pinterest getting hammered this morning. Is everything open? I think I do. I think I have all my chats open. Nope, I'm missing that one, and I'm missing that one. Boo hoo. And this one. Okay, all my chats are open now. There's so many chats to scope out. I've been streaming. When I'm streaming, I'm actually streaming on my channels as well. We've been getting some crazy views. Yeah, we need some warm weather, right, Gabber? I'm ready for summer. Month over month was also 0.2% higher. So still below expectations. Yeah, sub-zero temperatures all week. Yeah, I'd be done with that. I don't want to be anywhere that's that cold. I really don't. I really don't. Like I like cold weather, but not like that. And I don't even want it that long. 2 days, fine with me. After that, it's got to go. Get rid of this guy. Need some boat weather. I love boat weather. I used to always be on the lake when I first met my wife. Like we were on the lake at least like through like the whole summer, like at least once a weekend. We were like at the lake, like one day out of the weekend. Finally got my furnace fixed yesterday. Went out when the temperature was. Oh my god! I'm ready for this. Oh yeah, we love tubing down here. I don't know if you've been tubing, Tiffany. Oh, nice, beautiful. You have? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we've got some awesome rivers down here that you can float and spend 3-4 hours on the river just hanging out with friends and stuff. It's a good time. It is a great time. Hey Jordy, how you doing? What's your thoughts to many Indians are trading forex? Okay, so are you in India trading forex? Sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to understand what I think that's what you mean. What are my thoughts about people in India trading forex? You know, I like forex. I think it's a cool tool. I really do like the fact that you can adjust your margin on it. And that's something that you just can't do with other indices. Unless you're like in crypto, that's the only chance that you'll get that you'll be able to adjust your leverage and tweak it to where you'll have more or less, things like that. So I don't think it's a bad thing. One thing I might suggest is maybe look at other markets. Currencies can sometimes get a little flat. I know that Coach Matt, he's a very big forex trader. Unfortunately for me, I'm not so much of a. I don't trade a lot of currencies. I really stick to futures and options, and I'll do crypto trading. Like if I want anything that has that kind of margin, I actually will lean over to like a crypto space. And the only reason I do that is because the volume and the volatility is so much higher. And you can trade it 24/7. 7 days a week. I can crank up to like 200x leverage if I want to. So, that's kind of like my poison I pick there. I have looked at Forex, but I think I'm already very happy with what I've got on my plate right now. And in the intraday, I'm trading NASDAQ. And then I'm also trading zero DTEs on either gold or QQQ or SPY or SPX. So I already have a pretty large amount of leverage that I'm using, in my favor. So I don't think it's a bad thing though. I think we support traders in India, if I'm not mistaken. We do have a Chinese, a Spanish, an Italian, and a French channel. I unfortunately don't see an Indian channel. I can ask support. You should check out our Discord. We've got a great Discord with a bunch of traders. So, if you're looking for a trade buddy or someone else that you can, talk your trade ideas with, you should stop by the Discord. We've got some fantastic classes. Yesterday, if you guys missed it, was Coach Matt's mentorship class. So he had a fantastic class yesterday. Tuesday of next week, we've got Coach Becky coming up with trade psychology. And then we've got Coach Breezy and Blasky in the Asia session. Coach Breezy offers trade strategies and some of his methods for trading he offers at 6 p.m. Eastern. And Coach Blasky does the same thing, goes over his trades and does gold maybe. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Coach Matt had a family emergency he had to tackle, so he wasn't in yesterday. Do forget about that. Yup. But I'll tell you this, podcast got recorded, so you guys look for it on Monday morning because our podcast is live coming up Monday morning. So if you guys want an edge in the market, keep an eye out on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to your podcast and look for Skycast. And ding, 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 there's our bell team. Good luck today. Let's keep those stops tight. Let's not marry our bias. And let's make some money. It's Friday.
4 p.m. Eastern. To enable announcements, select the respective announcement group. Then,
all right, it's Friday the 13th.
Continue.
AMD is dumping to the downside.
Target filled.
NVIDIA taking a nasty sell too. Let's go over to AMD real quick just to see what it's doing. Catching a bid now. All right, let's look at NAS. It's like bears are fighting the bulls right now, trying to hold the 9 EMA, trying to get over VWAP. Apple heading into the lows. A lot of volatility here in the market open. I'm eyeing the overnight low. I think we're going to take out the overnight low. Let's see where we start first, though. Let's see if we try to tap that London high. Sellers definitely in control here in the market open. The Dow doing the same thing, pretty volatile. Let me go take a look at the Russell and see what the Russell is doing, see if it gives us. Actually, the Russell is actually pushing up pretty strongly to the upside, pushing 2,636. Buyers look like they are really in control. Whoa, okay, okay. Watch me whip and watch me nay nay. Watch me nay nay. That's a funny song, bro. That is a funny song. I can't. Oh, Tiffany, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you bro. Don't make me start dancing. No, we're not dancing yet. We haven't made no money yet. Pretty decent start here going into the morning session. A lot of volume. We're holding the 200. That looks good for now. But the bears are trying to stuff this thing down. Russell is also losing its bid, coming in on itself, it looks like. What's up, Nacho? Good morning. Happy Friday, my friend. Happy Friday. Good to see you. Bears are still fighting it, suppressing these bulls, not letting them get an inch. Oh, the boys are gone. All right. The boys are off to school. What are we doing here? Volume is kind of drying up. Sticking with micros today. Hey, You got it. Freaky Friday, brother. I feel you on that. I think I missed my entry on that. Was it that resistance at 24,804 on MNQ? We're under the 200 though now. That definitely is a good sign. Price. Okay. Up a penny on those. 14%. Okay. Gold is making a nice little upward trend. Looks like it's just riding the 90 MA and the 26 for now. Definitely a good sign for the market. Man, look at that gap on silver. Jeez Louise. Silver had an insane gap at the opening. Jumped up at 8, 9, 10, 11, $4. It's got a $4 jump from the opening. Huge gap to the downside. That's kind of scary. Kind of scary. It goes Bitcoin trying to press higher. Really interesting. Really, really interesting that they're trying to press that higher. We'll see what this thing does. And there goes NASDAQ pressing lower. Let's see if we can break that London low. You know what? Let's, nope, orb has not formed yet. So still in a fairly tight range here on the market. Wow.
Target filled. Order filled.
Yeah, really interesting. We're not getting that aggressive push to the downside like we did yesterday. Looks like the market is a little bit more timid than it was yesterday. Yesterday, they were just gung ho on just dumping this thing. And today, it doesn't seem to be the case. A little bit of a different market structure here happening today. It sounds like Steve is getting cha-chinged over there. All I hear is cha-ching, cha-ching.
Exit. Order filled.
Oh, and there it is. There's the breakdown. Let's see if we can trail this. We got a minute 52. Oh, there goes the Russell dumping now. Bitcoin looks like it's about ready to just let it go. All right, let's see how much further we get out of this. Woo! 6 minutes into the open and it already is looking pretty gross. There goes the market really ripping down now. I went and took a short on Bitcoin. Let's see if we can get into that low right there. Just broke below the London low now, team. Yeah, we're really starting to sell now. Holding that London low. Let's see. Let's see how long that holds for. Well, let's see what we're going to do here on Bitcoin. Next 15-minute candle is going to open up here in just a second. Let's see what this thing does. Nice. We just bounced off that London low right now. Our Q says more dump. Just be careful, bro. Just be careful. I just got stopped out on my Bitcoin short. I didn't take that short on NQ though. I'm waiting for it right now. Close, geez. Yeah. Tell you what though, I'm in a Ford position right now. About 42% of my Ford calls. The Russell almost reversed its whole sell candle. It's crazy. Literally just reversed that whole thing. I think I got out of that put on IBIT super like lucky. Yeah, I think I got out. Yeah, barely saved my ass out on that one. Don't know how we did it. We were up 100% on these Ford calls now. Let's go. Holy moly, Ford is ripping. Okay. NAS is starting to rip to the upside. Chips are starting to catch a bounce. Definitely positive for traders looking for upside. It's a nice move here on the market. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Silver almost closed half the gap from that open. So if anybody was shorting silver, you could have made a decent little chunk of change on that bad boy right there. All right, looks like the market setting itself up to rip to the upside. All right. All right, let's go back to NAS. Excuse me, sorry. Whew. Okay, so we tested the yesterday's prior high right at it. Goody goody, goody goody. Was NASDAQ testing that London high now, just a few points away from it. What will we do when we get there? Man, I'm glad I got out of those shorts. Ethereum just broke past 2,000. NAS is trying. War. Hmm. Man, I'm up 100% on those calls. Let's go. I think I'm gonna cut the majority of that position, I think, right now. I'll leave my runner. That's an ugly rejection right there. Bulls just stomped on this thing. Did I not get filled on any of these? Nope, I did not. Limit. Wait a minute. Nice. I just cut out a third of my position on Ford, up 128% on that trade. Now just waiting for 1 minute ATR at 47. Damn, more dumps. Bears just came in and stopped this thing down. Said negatory. Yeah, for me, it's just we haven't hit where we need to. Holy moly, this thing is ripping. Oh, man. Dang, that thing is ripping. I close those things out at. Nice. That was an easy trade. Now, what are we going to do, Nas? Came back to the 200 again. You can see we just been holding the 200 right here on the 1. Holy moly. I'm going to put my stop order. I'm going to put a stop limit on these cons because why not? All right. And my sell stop is there in the money. I don't have to worry about that position. It can do whatever it wants now. Market's chilling. I don't think so. I think the market is cooking right now. Cooking all those 0 DTEs, We're still within a tight range. We haven't gone anywhere. You know what? Let's go ahead and build out the 15-minute orb because we have not done anything today. The only thing we've done is just test our patience for the morning session, right? That's what it feels like. Okay, so orb high on NASDAQ is going to be 24,799. And then your orb low is going to be 24,618. Is that right? Wait, no. Nope. I'm sorry. 24,576 is your orb low. Trying that orb. Can we go for it? A minute 38. Let's go for an NQ con. Let's see if we can break out past this orb. Dang, I am almost 200% green on this Ford trade. Let's go. All right, now NASDAQ, can you push? Can you push through this? Stop at the bottom. It's too far. Hitting resistance at the orb high. Looks like Nas doesn't want to get through it. Looks like the bulls just don't have the strength to get through it. Oh man, those Ford calls up 200% now. Sitting at 21 cents. Let's go. Good morning, MJ. Good morning to you. What's that? Whew. I'm glad I took that in a mini micro. You shorting this, MJ? I thought we were testing the orb high and we are going to go for it. I didn't realize we were going to just reject it, come back in. Meh. That doesn't look that. Doesn't look that good. I should have waited until we got a candle close above it. Is what I should have done. I shouldn't have gotten as aggressive as I did. Board coming back in on itself now. See if we can get some pushing more towards the upside. Good morning. No trades yet. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Rivian up 22%. MLEC Molex Science is up 103%. NVIDIA down 1.65. DraftKings down 13.67. Pinterest down 21.79%. It's interesting morning session. Back under the 200 now. Doesn't look good for upside though. So the Bears are trying to take this thing. Let's take a look at ES and see what ES is doing. Same for ES, also starting to roll over. Looks like it wants to push into the downside. We'll see though. Come on, Bulls. Bulls are battling. Come on, Bulls. It's Friday. Let's end this thing. Last week we had a nice ripper of a Friday, didn't we? We had that nice rip. That's actually what I was hoping for today. I'd like to see that again. I just like to see a trend. I could care less if it's up or down. I'll flip and go short on this thing. Everyone on vacation for the 3-day weekend, except for us, Nacho. Except for us, bro. We're the only ones here. Not fair, bro. Hey, but you know what? I will say this. Look in chat. We've got RQ, we got Andrew, we got Big Papa in there. See, we got the Blue Sky staff. I'm not solo dolo here. And I got you guys. I got the best community ever. So you know what? What is there to complain about? Well, the only thing to complain about is that nobody's bought me a margarita or a chispa at this point. But it's a smidge too early. I got you, Nacho. I got you, Nacho. We're winning at all times. We are trying our best, my friend. We are trying our best. We are fighting the good battle like we do 5 days a week here at Blue Sky. I'm just cooking and drawdown right now. I'm just glad it's not an NQ con. I would have been like, man, should I be like $800 down right now? I tell you, man, flip-flopping from like midday to morning, it don't work for me. It takes me a few more days. I don't know how Mike does it. Mike's, man, you know, I can't wait till I got like that. I can't wait till I have that many years of experience under my belt, you know? Stuff like that, you know, seeing Mike, the way he analyzes the market and carves it up, to me, that just makes me like more impatient because I want to get to that point. And how much longer will it take for me to get there? You know, because that's all it is. It's time in the seat. You know, Mike's been doing it so long that, you know, he just knows, like, he knows. I think Mike's been trading for like 20 years, like 20 or 25 years. Because if I'm not mistaken, he was on the floor. He was a floor trader. So yeah, he's got an immense amount of time under the belt. You know, and then anybody's sitting doing something for that long, you know, you're gonna become pretty proficient at it. And you could tell. And you could just tell the way he navigates the markets that he knows it that well. I mean, I have my days that I'm on, but you know, not like constantly all the time like that. You know, sometimes it takes me, you know, an hour or two to kind of get my bearing in the market, and then I can kind of start doing it. But I don't know how he does it. That he just shows up and he's just like, boom, 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 boom. We're going here. I'll tell you what, I've been listening and paying attention even more than I used to, you know, because I've been trying to pick up, you know, what he's putting out. It's a lot to process though. This consolidation is just terrible. Come on, just do it. People are waiting. Let's go take a look at the Russell. Russell's still green 0.5%. Let's see, sitting at 2,635. Let's look at the Dow real fast. Dow's almost making the same kind of like pattern. I mean, it's not even a pattern. I don't even know what to call this thing because I mean, look at this. There's nothing to read off of this. This is just uncertainty. I mean, look at this. I mean, that is nothing. That is nothing right there. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Who's going to win? Tell you what's ripping. A Ford calls. You're going to get all mad. It's a it's a bidding war today. 600. Do I hear 600? Sold. 45, 45, 45, 55, 55, 55, 65. I can't do it that fast. I cannot talk that fast. I wish I could. You know what? I wish I could have that fast, like just. I mean, to me, it's a little. It's yeah. But you know what the funny thing is? Like when Mike is talking to me, or like when I hear him, it almost feels like he's saying what I'm thinking. That's kind of like the way I feel like when I'm listening to him. Because like, you know, I can see the levels, but I won't say them out loud like that. But I can kind of You know, like in my mind, I'm thinking those numbers sometimes. Right. Oh man, let's go. She's going for it now. Can she take out that orb? Man, it took a lot of patience on that one. Oh my God. I'm up almost 300% on my calls on Ford. I'm so glad I didn't take. I'm so glad I didn't take the NAS. I was thinking about taking the NAS. You can't even listen that fast. Shh. You and me both, bro. Like, man, like sometimes he's just so quick. I remember when I first started listening to Mike, it was like that. It was just like, I didn't know what to look at. I was like, because he's gotten the level fast. The best thing I can say, is if you're listening to Mike, is just write down the level, write down what he's saying. Like if he starts calling out levels, write those levels down. Not so much look at the chart, write those levels down, and then start plotting them on your chart. And then you could start attacking those levels. The only problem is that the morning session is so fast. It almost does not give you like opportunity to even think about it. It's just like, oh my God. It's like by the time you get it, by the time you're thinking about the trade, it's too late. Man, we're up 271% on these calls. And my MNQ long is still in drawdown. Come on. Do something. Oh, that's nice. Oh, they already. Oh, because. Oh, that's cool. Okay, we finally broke it. We did it, team. We have broken out. We have been cooking. We have been simmering in drawdown for a good 20 minutes, right? Almost 25, no, 10, like 10 minutes. Yeah, we've been cooking in it like for 10 minutes and drawdown, and we're finally seeing some green. Let's go. And Ford is ripping. Come on, Nas. Take out that London high. Got London high at 24,863. Interesting. It looks like we got another pin bar stop on Steve's stream right now. That looks like what that was just right now that just happened. Is that pin bar stop? Stop loss hunt. Take out the stops. Kind of want to add another con on this. But I want to get another candle close above the orb high. I don't want to just add another. I don't want to stack a con right here and then it pull back on me right when I go. There she goes. 26. Thing is stalling. I want to hold it. Come on, bulls. You got the reversal spot just a little above us. That's at 24,858 on NAS. Getting a rejection now. Even the Dow is kind of struggling. I'm going to add one here. See if we can get that next push up. I'm going to move my stop up too because I don't want that $600 loss. I want to keep it at that like 300-ish. And that's where right about we were. All right. 383 max loss. Let's see. Let's see if we break through this orb high. Struggling though, NQ does not want to do it. The bulls just are just lacking the confidence and the upside push. There we go. Come on, bulls. Let's do this thing. Let's send it. If I can get even, I am out. Man, I tell you, man, I got shaken out on that position now. No. Still volatile here in the morning session. Sheesh. Fake outs, I tell you, they're crazy. When I get stopped out on those other 17. No kidding, Chop City, right? It's super choppy the session this morning. Not anything like what we've had the rest of the week. The rest of the week we've had nice trending markets. Today, complete opposite. Super choppy, not a clear direction on trend. Oh, oh, looks like I'm gonna get stopped out on my forward play. It's like I might just get stopped out on this. Come on, Naz. I can say I disciplined myself to stay out without confirmation, learning. Hey, there you go, my friend. That's all it's about, learning what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do, and then being okay with it. If you can be okay with your trade, look, you're not always going to take the right trade. Sometimes the trade's going to go away from you. It's going to go wrong. It's not going to be right. But that's just the way the market is. You got to understand that's why you don't want to over leverage. Because when you're wrong, you're going to lose money, right? You're going to feel some kind of way about it. You're going to be mad. You might be a little frustrated. You might be a little like you want to give up. But that is the process. That unfortunately is the byproduct of trading. It's just like if you were learning to play basketball, you're trying to be on the team. You can't make the 3-pointer, or maybe you can't make the free throws. What do? Do you give up? No, you show up, you practice some more. Your teammates encourage you. Your friends on the team encourage you, and they tell you things you can do to improve, right? Trading is the same way. Trading is exactly the same way. That's why it's so important that you're not freaking out on the trades, stressing about them, because at the end of the day, it is just like throwing that ball inside that hoop. Sometimes you're going to miss. Sometimes you're going to score an awesome 3-pointer. Maybe you might nail a half-court shot. But those times don't come often, and for them to come more frequently requires tons of practice. Mastering yourself and mastering your craft. That's just part of trading, So I say, you just can't take the trades personal. It sucks. Nobody wants to lose money. I don't want to lose. And least of all, do I want to lose money when I'm losing? But there is no other process. There's no other game in the world that's like this. There's no other business that you can get yourself into that is exactly like this. So the sensation the process is going to be drastically different than anything else. You know, the situations, how you cope with it, how you feel, it will be substantially different than anything else you'll ever do in this world because nothing is quite like this. And that's the unfortunate fact. There's nothing like trading. There's no other thing you can do that would line up with it, with the mindset and the things you have to do. So, just kind of bear that in mind. But great job, though. Great job, Nacho. Glad to hear that you're identifying where you should and should not be in the market. I should get rid of this. Yikes. What's the Dow doing? Dow's just consolidating. What's the Russell doing? Kind of getting a little rejection. This is crazy. I can't believe we've been in this range for an hour. Tough day, though. There we go. Come on, Nez. Got all day to wait for you. Got money to make. Got margaritas are melting here. Yeah, if any of you guys that are watching want to take a look at a ticker or anything like that, feel free to drop it in chat. This is going to be like the breakout that cried wolf. You might be right, official. You might be right. You never know. Tell me about it, man. I've been cooking in this position for like almost an hour now. It's been chilling in it now. Okay, like 30 minutes. I've been sitting in this position for like 30 minutes. There we go. Tiffany's speaking my love language. Only thing missing there is some chips and queso. All right, we're getting that push now. The man, how's it going? Good to see you. Dave, hey, how's it going? Good to see you guys on the YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Gold looks good. All right, let's see the man. We got a viewer on YouTube mentioning gold. Silver is kind of holding up. Hasn't given up the session today. We do have 0 DTEs on gold, so expect some volatility. Still kind of choppy, though, to be honest with you. It's almost as choppy as the Nas right now. It is almost as choppy as this mess that we've been sitting in. I'll tell you what's doing all right. A Ford trade right there. Yeah, baby. Come on, give me $15 on Ford. Let's go. I want that to make that trade a 500%. And keep pushing. Trying. Gonna get through though. Got a decent upside target if you want to go for the 200 on NASDAQ. That puts you at 24,952. 921. I'm sorry, 24,921. I'm always down for a Jack and Coke. You know what, Tiffany? That's actually what I do like to drink a lot. I actually do like I won't order a beer. I'll order like a Jack and Coke. So that's like my go-to. I just don't like the way like some of the other stuff tastes, and I like something a little sweeter. But then again, I am what is it? What is it you do a pickle chaser with? Jameson. I'll do a shot of JMO and like I'll chase it with like 2 Bud Lights or 2 Budweisers like before, and that was like perfect. Hennessy. Hamburger shots. Holy launch. Let's go take a look at my, oh my God. Look at that big old green candle. Mole, mole. And we sat in this thing. We cooked in this thing. We marinated the trade. You know, we threw some salt and pepper on it. You know, I put a little paprika to give it a little zazz. And look at us. We're cooking. We're cooking with 2 M&Q cons right now. Let's go. How's my Ford trade going? 271% green on that trade. Let's go. RQ, we know that you sponsored Hennessy many nights. All right, official. Official foe, what do you think, my friend? We still in that fake out? Are we still in the breakout that cried wolf? We shall see, my friend. We shall see. Ole mole. Look at that. 2 cons up $340 for the day. Let's go. Hey, official, there's plenty of times that I call and it's wrong too, man. There are so many times that, you know, it's just part of trading, you know? Look at that. $400 with 2 M&Q cons. Let's freaking go. Just broke out the London high at 24,863. What is Bitcoin? Oh my God. Bitcoin is annihilating the market right now. Look at that rip on Bitcoin, pushing for 69,000. ES pushing at 6,872. Come on, Ford. I need you at $15. Come on. I want that 500% trade. Let's take a look at the Dow. Russell going for it at 2,653. Dow sitting at 49,605, well above the daily open from the Sydney. Sydney open was 49,554. Got a prior high on the Dow at 49,901. So you got like 300 points to the upside. You have a massive push that could happen on the Dow today if we get a rally in for Friday. We shall see though. We shall see. What's my Ford play doing? Wanting to start to kind of curl over a little here, struggling. Well, ready to cut that trade though. Man, I wonder if General is green on his calls. Oh, man. That was an easy trade. Oh, look at that. $500, two cons. You'd be a third of the way. Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. What a killer day right there. Or above that prior resistance at 24,921. That was the range from yesterday. Oh, that's the range from yesterday that we got stuck in. Okay. So this is really important here because we need to get above 24,918. That is yesterday's prior low range that we got trapped in at 10 a.m. and we never were able to get above this here. So if we're able to get above this, then you're going to get a really nice move to the upside. You don't have a lot to get through until 25,056. You should have a pretty nice move up to that, in my opinion. But we got to get above that 921. Took a little bit. Chips are holding. Let's roll on over to the heat map. Take a look at what's happening in the market today. Okay, on NASDAQ heat map, we've got NVIDIA down 1.11%. Got Google down 0.55%. AVGO down 0.3%. Amazon down 0.25%. Tesla flat on the day. Walmart down 0.23%. And Meta green, well, barely green, 0.01% for the day. So AMAT chips doing fairly well, carrying the market. Ford struggling. And there goes an ass. Testing the 200 there on the 9-minute. Got 3 minutes left on this 9-minute candle. Definitely good for upside for traders looking for the long. Coin earnings report. Yeah, I heard Coin was ripping. They had a double bottom on Coin. Let's see where that double bottom was. That's what I heard. Oh, okay. So this is almost like I guess they're calling this as a double bottom. I don't think you could call that a double bottom. Let's do electronic trading hours. It's a nice move on it. A coin was expansive though, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it's Friday, so you could have probably grabbed some 0 DTE super cheap. Yep. So like if you would have grabbed literally at the morning, you could have grabbed a 162 call. A 162 call would have cost you 3 cents and it would be sitting at 300 at 358 right now. Insane job. Whoa, beautiful week. He probably does. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not right with Steve. Pretty nasty pullback on coin. Ford trying to pull back as well. All right, let's switch to 3 here on NAS. See what we do here at this level. That's actually a 4-hour support resistance at 913 as well. Still sitting in my trade. All right, team. We're about 8 minutes into London Power Hour. Brits are adjusting their positions, taking into account that next week is a short week, 4-day work week for us traders. So I would expect some more volatility here in the market. Oosh. And they really brought this thing down. General's mad. Didn't get that rip he wanted. Like I said, we might see that pullback, they'll get that push up and they'll just start tapping out of the market. You've probably got like another hour of real volume in the market on a Friday. So just bear that in mind, especially it being Friday, volume will evaporate very early today and then it'll turn into a flat afternoon, like fairly quickly, like before you even know it. Oh man. Are they really going to give up that whole candle move? Wow. That's incredible. Come on, don't test the 9. Yes, all of it. Thanks, RQ. Oh man, General is like a penny away from getting out. Oh my God. Tell you, testing my patience now. Testing my patience. Well, I hope 24,929 isn't the high of the day. Come on, bulls. Wake up. Because I can get stopped out on my Ford. I might just get stopped out on this long position on MNQ as well. Yep, there it is. Gone. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted, made a few bunks out of it. Now he's got to wait for the next trade. All right, team, I'm going to go grab myself another cup of rocket fuel. I will be back in just a second. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let them, drop them in the chat. I would love to see what you guys have, you know. The man, better than yesterday, 2 years sober this year. Wow, congratulations. The man, congratulations. You know, to be honest with you, I have my moments that I quit drinking. Like, you know, I'll go like a few months without drinking. So congrats to you. Congrats to you. I'm happy for you. I'd love to hear a story of someone, you know, doing some self-improvement and stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with not drinking. It's a hard thing, though. I will say that, you know, going out and stuff like that. Oh, my God. I was practicing Dell last year doing technical analysis, and I forgot about it until now. I went to see what it is doing. Profit target were hit. I know this is unrelated. Just put a smile on my face after bad days. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what? That is why I look at other indices. You know, I know that some of you guys are like, you know, why am I talking about other markets? But they do affect the NAS. You know, so I'm trading, and if the market is this flat, I need to find other opportunities to make money. You know, unfortunately, trading is a part of my salary, you know, so no, I can't not trade. Well, I mean, I don't have to trade, but, you know, so for me, it's really important I find other opportunities if the market's not giving it to us, you know. But that's part of the process, you know, Amaro, looking at other indices. And you know what? Sometimes you're going to find something that works for you better than what you normally trade. You know, you're going to be like, hey, you know what? I want to trade this more often. You know, there's certain tickers that I just don't like to trade anymore because I know I can't make the money I want off of them, you know? And if you're here during the day, don't you want to take advantage of being able to leverage your money across the spectrum? Yeah, that's why I'll take a Bitcoin long or short, you know, or I'll take another indice, or like today, you know, it was Ford. You guys have heard me trade gold. You know, I've had crazy moves on other indices. You know, I've made, you know, 2,500% on a gold or silver trade, you know, and I don't always get that with the NASDAQ. You know, the NAS doesn't always provide that to me. I wish it would, but it does not always give me that. Yeah, it leaves me, you know, holding the bag and wishing I had a little bit more. So keep up the good work, man. Keep charting. And, you know, they all correlate. You know, so if your TA is coming out good on one, you just got to realize that maybe the market's not giving you a read. It's too choppy. You know, the range is too tight. Doesn't line up with your normal levels. I think you're a Fibonacci trader, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, you need that kind of that spread and that volume in it to really fill out the fibs. You know, what do you do when the market is not in those ranges to where you can trade? You know, Fibonacci. Sit on your hands, yeah. All right. Well, you know, you're looking at the chart, though. You're looking at the chart. Why not look at other opportunities, you know? Bust out that paper trade, start charting out, you know. That's why, you know, I'll look at gold. You see me? That's why if you notice, I'm going BTC, gold, ES, and NASDAQ. And then I'll have a stock ticker. There's always a stock ticker that I'm looking at. You know, there's always some stock that I'm looking at because I'm looking for strength and I want to find something cheap. And it's Friday. It is Friday. Think of it like this. I can take $7 and turn it into $100 on a Friday. And that's all I'm hunting for today. That's all I'm hunting for today. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm fishing in the market for value to where I can make some good bread. Oh man, well, we are back in the red again here on the NAS. Across the board, ES down 0.06%, NASDAQ down 0.06% as well. ES sitting at 6,847, NASDAQ at 24,755. We are 12 minutes away from the top of the hour, about 18 minutes into London Power Hour. Back down to the 200 on the 3-minute here on NAS. Well, we get that push below it. There you go, Nacho. You can be the guru of the Fibonaccios. Sign up today for 25,000. We will give you a free eval. You like how I slipped in that 25 thou wow? Use code JAJA for 85% off. Just finished my 72-hour fast this morning. Oh, that's great. That's great. I try to fast myself, at least once every week to 2 weeks. I'll fast for like a day. It's really good for you is what I hear, though. I've heard that 72 hours. I don't know if I can do 72 hours. That's such a long time not to eat. I think I get a little hangry. Get a little hangry. Well, that's great. We've got some chatters on YouTube. We don't always get chats on the intraweb, so I'm very happy to see some folks chatting, asking questions, and just talking in general. Definitely glad to hear you guys are doing well out there. I was waiting to see if we're going to break the 200. I want to see if we were going to break the 200, get under 24,710. We get under 710. I'm going to go for a short. Yeah, that's the only thing I got that's keeping me afloat here on being skinny. I'm trying not to put my fat suit on. I am trying my best. It's hard just sitting here all day, Chris Farley. Oh man. That's what I think of. That's me putting on my fat suit, be a fat guy in the little coat. Man, I can't believe that. We just got stop loss hunted on that NASDAQ trade. Oh man, oh man. They do not want us to make money here on the NAS today, do they? All right, I'm done with that trade. What else do we have on the hot sheets going on? All right, NVIDIA down 1.2%. Rivian up 20% on the day. Corsair Gaming, that's a chips. They do RAM, 63% green for the day. Intel up 2.47 for the day. And DraftKings down 12.8% for the day. Man, Rivian. Rivian was down a couple of days ago. I was actually looking at Rivian. Oh my God. They had a what $3 jump this morning? $4, wait, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, $4. Had a $4 jump at the open. Wow. Somebody knew. Somebody knew. A little overpriced though for Friday. Let's go back to coin, see what coin's doing. I want to see what Nvidia. Let's see. Let's take a look at NVDA. Still sitting at the lows. Looks like a bear flag. Gross. Yeah. This is gross. If Nvidia loses this, it's going to drag the market down. You're going to see us push further down. Got a minute. I'm going to put an alert on this because I want to know if this thing actually does break. If it breaks, I need to know about that. Nas testing the orb high again. Oh, Nacho, you have a great weekend, my friend. Thank you much. You have a great day at work. Fantastic weekend. I love you as well, my brother. My brother from another mother. You have a good one, and we will see you Monday. I'll be here Monday morning. I'll be here Monday morning with you all tackling President's Day, trying to find them trades. Maybe a little, may not have a lot of volume, but there will be technicals that we can trade off of. So we'll see what happens on Monday. Sheesh. What are we going to do here, Nas? We can get that break. Looks like official was right with that fake out. That fake out breakout. Looks like that creeped up and bit us in the butt. At least we scalped a couple of points on it to the upside, so that was definitely good. I'm going to go get myself a refill on some rocket fuel. I'll be back in just a minute. Sorry about that, team. I'm back. Steve just cut us off. Bro, did he cut us off? Oh, man, that is not fair. That is no bueno. How are we getting cut off? Yep, Brand. That is a big congrats to him, right? All right, we are making that nice move up now. Testing that London high again, sitting at 24,810. This on here, man, I tell you, add this on here. F. Cons are back at 16 cents. Take a look at the 3. Take a look at the Dow, see what the Dow is doing. Dow's green again, green 0.26%. Sitting at 49,648. Testing the prior intraday high. Well, rejected it now. Got 20 minutes till the end of London Power Hour 2, team. So don't forget about that. Where did Steve go? No bueno. I can't believe he just left us like that, bro. So not cool. I kind of want to short this, not gonna lie. He already made his bajillion dollars. You're right. He did make his bajillion dollars. Can you believe that? And he just left us. He just left us here. Like, what did I do? 9 a.m. Sick. No. 6 to, whoa. That didn't even count. Well, we turned off so you could start to short 888. You're probably right. Looks like it. Kind of want to short this because we're going to test that orb low again or the orb high again. But we could bounce off that. That's the only problem I have with like trying to take a short. Just bounced off that orb like I said we would. What's everybody doing this morning? Everybody green? Anybody struggling today? Or mostly everybody kind of just taking it easy through the trading session, light sizing. I saw a few people talking about doing M&Q today and stuff, not to get, too hosed. It's been a tough session though, not a real easy trend to trade. Hey, good morning, Axe. Honestly, just stopping by to say hi and say I like the name of the code today, bud. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying the code. First time here. Do you go live same time Monday through Friday? Looking forward to coming back, Brad. Yes, as a matter of fact, Brad, I am here Monday through Friday. Normally, you can catch our owner. That is That's Mike. He usually runs the morning session till about this time. And I usually pop in around this time, so he'll do like the pre market. and he'll run till about 10 a.m. And then from 10 a.m. till about 1 p.m. CST, I run the midday. And then depending on the day of the week, sometimes we'll have our afternoon coaches come in and they'll stop in about an hour before power hour. And then, but most of the days we'll have that break and then we'll have power hour. So, almost every single day, except for Friday, no one runs power hour because I'm the only coach that's actually on Friday. None of the other trading coaches or Mike or anybody else are on. I'm the only one that does. Yeah, Breezy's been killing in the afternoon hours. That's right. And Bran, if you're wondering about our classes, you should check out our Discord. We've got free coaching classes Monday through Friday that happen. So we have a variety of classes that go on through the week. So like on Tuesday after market close, we have our in-house coach, Coach Becky. She offers trade psychology. Fantastic class. Thursday, we've got our trading workshop / mentorship program with Coach Matt. That is an awesome class. If you're looking for something that has the meat and potatoes of trading and encompasses everything, Coach Matt's class is the one you want to take. That one there, hands down, phenomenal class. Then we've got Coach Breezy on at 6 p.m. Eastern. He goes over trade strategies and his edge in trading. He also does some calls that are happening within the intraday or the Asia session. Great class there. He just recently came on board. Got a ton of members. We had like 16 people there in the evening session. So you should stop in the Discord, check that out. And then after Breezy, we've got Coach Blasky on at 7 p.m. Eastern. He does the Asia trade. So if you're a gold trader or looking for something a little bit easier to trade, the after hour session provides that for, novice traders or even more experienced traders. I prefer the Sydney Open. I love the Sydney Open. I find it very easy to trade and I can that's how I usually start my day. I start my day in the Sydney and that sets me up for the day because then it usually tells me how much or how little I need to make for the day or if I'm even done already. So tons of great classes. They're all free. There's no subscription. There's no membership fee. The only thing you have to be is a member of our Discord community. You pop in the Discord and you get to participate in all these free classes. The only product we're selling here is just the opportunity for folks to get into evals and get a prop account. But on the other side of that, the education sections are free. It just goes to show, we give that away to encourage traders and help them. SSJ took one L trying not to wrench trade. I feel you on that. I got stopped out on my morning position. We took $50 on one. We're up pretty good in our forward trade. I took a 0 DTE on a plug. Plug is up 4% for the day, 4.51. Calls that are 10 cents out the money are a penny right now. So I loaded the boat on those because I think the risk to reward is pretty good, being that we're 9 cents away from being in the money. I'm waiting for NASDAQ now. We broke the orb low, so might be a good opportunity to try to take this short. I'm going to attempt the short and I'm going to put a tight stop on this. Since we're under the orb, I'm going to put my stop at the 26. That is at 24,805. And let's just see what happens. I'm going for this because we broke below the orb low. So I'd like to see if we can get down to VWAP here on the 3. That would put us at 24,763. And then I'm just going to keep an eye on the market and see what we do when we get to VWAP, whether or not we, if we start to bounce off of it or if we aggressively sell off of it or into it, I should say. I'm sorry you catch your grip. He is my lucky day I joined him in red MNQ trade. That is. I feel you on that. It just happens. I see him looking at micro gold and MNQ. Tiffany, honestly, I've had my struggles, and here recently I've learned this for myself. MNQ or micro gold for the overnight session because it doesn't move crazy like the New York, and MES for the New York session because ES is a little bit more tame than NQ. You know what? You've just found the secret that a lot of traders find. You know, a lot of traders realize that. You know, as a matter of fact, I think we were talking to Amaro about that. I believe it was Amaro. And he was mentioning about trading ES because of getting stopped out. It was Amaro. If it wasn't you, I'm sorry. I believe it was someone else. And that really is what it is. The after hours, well, remember what happens in the after hours. We don't have algos and we have a lack of news that happens in the after hours session. So all that volatility and all that crazy price action that you would see in the New York session is completely gone. It is a more organic market in the after hours session. So if you're looking to build on your technical side of trading, which is what you should be doing at the very beginning, is focused on the technical side, the after hours session offers that perfect example of you will have that lack of all that other nonsense that throws your technicals out, you know? So if you're struggling with psychology, the afternoon session can give you peace of mind because you do not have to worry about that, the Fed just said something or whatever. I mean, there's still news reports that the president can drop that can affect us in the after hours, but nowhere near in the manner that they will in the New York session. So now here's another thing I like is that, like in the after hours sessions, I prefer to use a full size lot just because you have more time to think about it. No, but everybody's different. You know, you got to be able to manage your